working on the 1949 D28 with Fall Damage. So I like to start with the string winder there and then move to the drill. I want to start with the string winder so I can feel if there's any issues with the tuners, but there wasn't. They worked really well. And we get, so we're just taking off the strings here. This is the first thing, we have to take apart the guitar before we can start putting it together again. And in this case, I would normally take off the tuners, strap button, stuff like that. But I really wanted to get the neck off as fast as possible. The body was really fragile, and that neck was putting a lot of leverage on the top every time you moved it. So in order to avoid doing too much of that, I wanted to just get the neck off first thing. So what I use for that is heat to get the fingerboard extension. In this case, I didn't have to steam the top part of the dovetail. So just went with the heat blanket to get that fingerboard extension off. That, of course, is part of a neck reset every time. And this looks like I'm just staring into space. There's quite a lot of these, a lot of time here where I'm just staring into space, or at least it looks like I am. But that's because I'm not looking at anything. I am feeling the top of the guitar. I'm trying to make sure things don't get too hot. This is not an active process, but it's, you have to be there. You have to be paying attention. You can't just walk away from this. So you'll notice my hands are always on the top, or one of my hands is on the top. This is me making sure that it gets warm enough for me to remove the fingerboard. At some point here, I will I look kind of bored. I'm not. I am actually paying attention. Here I'm going to start probing at the edge of the fingerboard. Wasn't quite ready, but now it is. So we're going to take off the heat blanket, turn it off first. You never want to leave them running without something to put that heat into. They burn out pretty easily. You can see that little blackened spruce pad there. That's used to sort of spread the heat a little bit. And now I'm just trying a couple different palette knives. This little short one is actually going to be the main thing I use most of the time. It's my favorite one. And now we're getting to almost done. We're going to switch over to the to a longer palette knife here. And very quickly in this case, you will see, just slide that in there a couple of times. This really wasn't on there very tightly because it was just the fingerboard extension. And right about now, we're going to see that neck just pop right off.